Let's kick off then, shall we? Okay, so I need to... This is the save I was using for testing. Need to delete that. You need to start with fresh every single time, so no data. Episode 1, normal, casual, 1 player. Right, timer starts when you take control of Zangetsu, so like now. That was probably like a touch slow. Or I was a touch late on that. Oops. If you would like, I can try and talk about like what I'm doing like in my head as I'm going through this speedrun. Because trust me, there's a lot more going on than what you see in the screen. I need to get that, but I didn't need to do that. Okay, so at the end of the level, you know how if you still have weapon energy left, it gradually ticks down until it gets to 0? Because of that, we want to have as little weapon energy as possible by the time that we finish the level. And that weapon energy uses free energy every time. So ideally we want to go in to the boss with pretty low weapon energy and a number that's divisible by 3. Because if the number can be divided by 3, then it's possible to just like... How do I describe it? It's possible to just use up all your weapon energy, like it'll end on 0 flat. Hopefully that made sense. It's kinda confusing, like I understand that there's a bit into that explanation. This becomes less of a problem later in the game when you have Hachi, because Hachi can just like... he can burn weapon energy with his ability. We have probably too much energy just now. Grab this health, I need this, and I need that. No, that's far too much energy. The first run, or the first level's literally just get to the end as quick as you can. The run doesn't really start to take shape until level 4, when you have the whole team. Like you'll see here, I'm going to be using the sub-weapon quite a bit in an effort to burn down as much energy as I can. Just sponge it. A decent amount of damage. Maybe another 2 throws. Yeah, so I burn down as much energy as I can, but I only have 2 left, and the weapon takes up 3. So if we had free energy, I could have thrown it again and ended up with 0, so I would have broke a bit even there. I found Japanese text in local game files, though I don't know where the English is kept. It sounds challenging, like... absolutely solid. Wouldn't be me. Another thing that you need to account for between the runs is like... if you swap between characters, that takes up a bit of time. And every character has a different like victory animation for completing the level. And some of them are longer than others, like some of them are way longer than others, so... you want to make sure you're on like the optimal character for finishing the level as well. Hopefully you all haven't lost me yet. Like, again, I understand that some of this is pretty complicated. There's a surprising amount of numbers that goes into this. Who's the shortest and the longest? I think the shortest is Dominique, the longest is Roberto. I wanted to pogo off that candle. I wanted to pogo off that candle, but I get the fear for that axe and swung for it. God damn it. I thought I could have got onto the diagonal from there. I actually haven't even made that mistake in practice. Nerves. Like, if you are finishing the level as Roberto, it's actually faster to swap to Dominique. Because Roberto's finishing animation is longer than swapping to Dominique, like that animation, and also Dominique's finishing animation combined. Like Roberto's animation's like a second plus. I wanted to poke off that as well. This is bad. Dominique's taking a lot of damage. Does the easier difficulty not have knockback? Indeed it does not. So the route can change quite drastically. Here's a trip. Go, go, go. Yes. I don't think you need this weapon energy, but I'm going to take it anyway for safety. Hey, we need a number here that's divisible by 4 for the same reason as what we were doing earlier with Zangetsu. Dominique's weapon divides by 4, or it uses 4 weapon energy, so if I can get like a small weapon energy, yes, that'll do. I'll just grab that health as well for the sake of it. Obviously, in general, you don't want to do things like stop to grab health, but we can sort that out, like, in later runs. I'm just trying to play through it for the first time so that I have, like, a time to beat. Right, we've got a good amount of weapon energy here. And then we can just burn out the rest of that. There we go, so we have exactly 0 energy. Now watch how quick Dominique's animation is, just at the end, from like when it begins to the screen going to black. Hers is very quick. As far as memory serves, it's the quickest one. I don't know if it's the quickest one in like the whole game, because obviously there's 8 characters to pick from. But for the purposes of the category that we're doing, it's the quickest one. Right, there's a lot of damage control here. You want to take the hit there so that the arrows there don't hit you, because they do big damage. You can take the hit closer to the stairs there. Cat Jam, absolutely. Soundtrack in this game is fire. Grab that weapon energy, although I don't know if I need it. I found out where the game text is located, though I can't find the files from the browser. Odd. I was gonna get that candle pick up there as well, just for some health, but an enemy dropped a health pick up, so that was cool. This room, fuck this room. Okay, just get the health and get out. Bang on. No, I should have swapped before that jump. Hey, you want to swap to Dominique here and grab that candle, because it gets the, like, the lance attack that lets her jump upwards. You get from that candle. And we don't need that now, but we need it later. Pepe jam. All bops all day. Well, I get one of 2 bats, it's whatever. For this one you want a number that's divisible by 6. Unfortunately we've kinda got the worst of that because we're gonna have 5 energy left by the time we wrap this up. Which is about the worst number we could have, but it's... oh no. Oh no, wait, this is actually okay. It's going to require some burning, but we can get around that. What's the green guy's name again, sharpshooter? Roberto. Welcome back, Pepper Sheep. If I swap to Zangetsu, throw that down, swap to Dominique, do that, we can burn out the 5 energy. And finish on Dominique. You see the quick maths there? I thought we were knackered. I think the worst energy you could probably finish on would just be 1 then, because you wouldn't be able to burn down 1 energy. It's all clean. Good. Hachi has become an ally. Yes! Right, this level there's a lot of movement tech. Like, a lot of movement tech. As you'll see. An ice-based level. And if you use the Magnum with Roberto, you fly across the ice. So in this level, the weapon energy is very important because it's 6 per Magnum, I think it is. So you need to have, excuse me, at least good weapon energy all the time. Probably wanted that back up, it's fine. It's actually decent weather out there, indeed. Makes a change. Excuse me. Roberto's health is a little low for my liking, but it's fine. Right, let's see if we can hit this movement. Woo. For my money, that's one of the harder tricks to do. Like, there's a lot of Magnum boosts like that in the game. But I find that one particularly really quite hard. swap to the dog, I wanted to swap to Dominique. You could probably skip this, but I ain't gonna. Just gonna follow the established route for now. And then I'll work on making improvements. Yeah, we had snow outside, whatever that was about. You want to use, excuse me, Zangetsu's ability when you get into the position to fight, but Zangetsu and every other character except Hachi slips on the ice here. So if you want that, like, precise movement, I think swapping to Hachi is quicker. Just for, like, getting up to the top. I don't know if it actually is, but I just prefer to do it. God damn it, he slid anyway. This is a bit slow. Now we wait. Perfect. There you go, we've burned down to like the perfect weapon energy and we were one swap from Dominique. Yeah, I routed that one out, like specifically for that. The way that I'd originally done it was with 28 energy, so that you can use Zangetsu's thing and then use 4 magnum shots. But I ended up just rerouting it to 34 so that you can use Zangetsu's thing, then 5 magnums. Because I'm pretty sure that each magnum shot is stronger and faster than the thingy. Than a Hachi punch. Hey, there's a skip here that I'm not going to go for. Just for the sake of trying to get a run finished. If you drop down there, you can boost with the Magnum. Pretty sure you want Hachi for in here. A lot of this you'll see is just eating with Hachi. I just get the dog back after everybody. Grab that candle, get some health back. Over the top of him. You just want to cut through all, like everything, the lot. Should ideally not be taking damage as you're doing that, but I'm just kind of bad, so he's what he does. The Ninja Gaiden spin beast. Another thing you'll find in this run, if you haven't already noticed, is that I'll spend quite a lot of time being Hachi. Because A, he's a tank, and then B, whenever you destroy a like sub-weapon candle with him, because he can't swap sub-weapons, he just gets energy. Which is good for all the characters that we do have sub-weapons that we need for. Like, swapping sub-weapons in this game is quite rare. Like, it doesn't happen overly often, so... Right, here's a tough fight. Like, it's not actually hard in the sense of it is difficult, but doing it quickly is challenging. Like, the actual optimal strategy for it is difficult. Missed. You can get a cheeky shot in right at the start there. Missed. Missed twice. Missed both shots. You want to shoot him there and then again when he comes back up. Well, we get one. We get a single shot out of like 4. Then just swap to Hachi and burn the rest of the energy. Yeah, you want to just ninja guide and spin that boss to death, basically. But you don't have to do that for too long if you land all your Roberto shots. It's funny seeing this boss being taken down super easy compared to the first time playing it. Yep. Yep, what a difference it makes. Okay, I give up for now. If it is getting too hectic, it's worth taking a breather. Okay, this level, kinda rough. I only learned this one yesterday, so it could all go tits up here. And if it does, I apologise. Like, we're at the point now where every character is like pretty essential to the run, so like we can't skimp on anybody. Nearly went right off the edge there. If I went right off the edge there, that would have probably been run, to be honest. Like, that'd have been a reset. That's what I mean when I'm like, there's a lot that can go wrong. Like, oh, you made a tiny movement error and killed a character, run dead. Yeah. Right, now this is a rough skip, but not negotiable. This one has to be done. Woo! Don't know why I swapped to Hachi there. Just take the hit. Right, this part kinda rough. I have the actual strat and a backup strat for this. Ooh. Fucking hell. Roberto. There. If you have ever watched me like play this game before, you'll know that this boss is fucking dick. Just straight up a dickhead. Now watch this shit. I wasn't a big fan of God of War before the PS4 version came out, but checking the PS4 one out, what a game, can see why it gets all the praise. Yep. I'd played one chapter of God of War 3 and I wasn't bothered, but then God of War, like, PS4 started getting a lot of attention. I was like, I guess I should check it out. Handful boy, I'm glad I did. Then we drop down, just burn out the energy with Hachi. Yeah, if anyone's watched me try that boss casually before, they'll know that I hate it and it kills me all the time. So like yesterday when I was finishing, like learning the speedrun, and I seen a guy do that, I was like, yo, why am I like this? It was a legit enlightened moment. That was the real curse of the moon, that was. Swag strap. I actually love that so much. The simple answer. A second gun. You know, the funny thing is, I would have genuinely never thought it. Like, yes, it's obvious. Use another gun. But, like, I would legit have not thought of that at all. So anyway, I started blasting. Actually delivers again. Base the jetpack with her. No. Yeah, as mentioned earlier, like we have to use every character for their like movement abilities and shit like that, and you'll probably notice that Hachi is pulling some serious weight in the team with like his invincibility, jetpack, so on and so forth. Hachi is like integral to the run. Sometimes you can get a fairly quick cycle here, but to no avail. Drop to her for that extra jump height, and just go under. Oh no! Now that I didn't plan for. Shot of that. For some reason, I could not do this part of the strategy at all yesterday. Like, I'd done it fine in practice, and then when I was practicing whole runs, it just wouldn't work. Why is that? Don't know. Just wouldn't work all of a sudden. Yes! It worked. I'm actually happy Roberto has some decent speedrun use. Yep, he's actually like, his magnum boosting is like so good for the speedrun. Which is hilarious because in the regular run he's like probably too niche. Okay, that was too high then. If you thought that sarcophagus boss was bad, wait till you see the last boss. Yikes, dude. Yeah, we want to keep an eye primarily on Zangetsu's health here. The trick here is literally like, instead of so anyway, I started blasting just like so anyway. Started slashing. Let's swap to Hachi, just burn out the rest of the energy. Maybe could have got in a good handful more hits with Zangetsu, but I did not want to risk that. Because if Zangetsu dies, then that's a pretty integral part of like defeating this boss gone. Right, let's start burning out some energy. Good head. Looking at regular run, I was thinking Dom and Hatch would be the biggest players for the speedrun. Roberto would just be used for crawling, but never thought about Magnum boosting. Exactly. Yeah, I was the same, because as soon as I got to like level 2 of learning the speedrun, I was like, this is just all going to be pogo. Like, we're going to be pogoing pretty exclusively throughout the whole game. But no, we've actually been only using the pogo like here and there. It hasn't seen a great deal of use in the last few levels. Not compared to like level 2 or something like that. Mind you, that's all about to change. That's another thing that gets used like semi-regularly as well. Just Dominique jetpacking. Basically, I don't know what we want to call that. That was a risky strat. Don't know if I should have went for that there, but I went for it and it worked, so it's whatever. We need to head off this again, be back soon. Okay. Sorry, I can see that the chat's like going off, but I'm focusing like so hard on trying to finish this just now. What is up here again? Oh, it's this part. Struggled with this quite a bit in practice. The most important candle in the game. And you'd best believe when I was doing the practice speedrun yesterday, I forgot that candle. Cost me like the whole run. You don't need to go miles out of your way to kill that guy, you just do. Let's go! Boost. Hey, just grab as much wet energy as we can. Just all of that. So, because we're coming up to what is the final boss here, I hope you all have enjoyed this speedrun. I'm obviously going to keep on like playing it for better times. I'm not saying like I hope you've enjoyed this in the sense of like, right, that's me done it, bye. Imagine. But like, nah, I spent a considerable bit of time like learning how to speedrun this, so hopefully you all have enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed playing it. Just gonna go hatchy and sponge up. And now, I don't know who else will know this, but Silent Gamer was most certainly in the chat. You know, I struggled with this boss for quite a bit. Like about half an hour or so. Watch this shit. If I can land it. You'll laugh. Like, you'll actually audibly laugh. 3450. Yeah, that was the second part where I looked at the speedrun strat for this and I was like, are you kidding? It's like, you have to be shitting me. It's like, you're not about to tell me that the speedrun strat for this is playing Robert and shooting the guy. All we needed was second gun. Hilarious, isn't it? Funnily enough, that also carries on to, like, if you play this on veteran, the category that has the knockback.